God, I forgot my bloody webcam or face cam. Yeah, camera. Well, I need to start this. Honestly. Oh, God. Okay, guys, this is probably going to be the last video I ever make that will be in this really bad lighting because I can get a ring light on Christmas. Okay, whatever. Top 10 Big Bang Theory plot holes. It's also probably like one of the last videos. I'm going to be rushing this hard because I'm recording with my old phone, which doesn't have that much storage in it, so let's go.
Number 10. Where was Leonard during the summer of 2009?
I guess I'll see you.
Okay. Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
If we take ourselves back to the end of season 2, the guys were headed out on an expedition to the Arctic. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and one you'd be unlikely to forget, right?
Can I just say something? How about we take a moment to think about where we are right now? I mean, this is literally the top of the world. Only a handful of people in all of human history will ever see what we are going to see.
Well, if we fast forward to season 5 in 2011, Leonard shows a woman a sketch of him from Comic-Con dressed as Lion-O from the Thundercats. He claims he's had it since, yep, you got it, the summer of 2009.
Check it out. Jim Lee drew this of me 2 years ago at Comic-Con.
Now, we doubt that Leonard mastered time travel, but if you do the math, it's hard to fathom how he could have possibly been in 2 places at once.
3 months. This is gonna be great.
Number 9. Where is
It's probably just it's definitely just a mistake on the writer's part, but we can just interpret it as Leonard just making a little bit of a mistake. People do that all the time, so I'm not really disturbed by that at all. They made such a bad mistake.
Sister.
I mean, my mom could have just said, "Oh, get over it. She's a girl. Move on." But she didn't. Not one word.
Penny's ever-changing family is a bit of a mystery. For instance, she doesn't seem to know her own father's name. First naming him as Bob, despite his later introducing himself as Wyatt.
Well, I'm just glad you finally found yourself a keeper.
Thanks, Wyatt.
We also learned she has a sister named Lisa that we never meet. Here's what we do know about Lisa. Her water broke at her own wedding, she shot her husband when they were both drunk, and she gave Penny a bikini wax using crayons when they were younger.
I remember the first time I got a bikini wax. My sister did it with melted Crayolas and duct tape.
However, not only does Lisa not attend her own sister's wedding, but no one in the family even mentions her. Which begs the question, what happened to Lisa?
Besides all that, being your dad's the best thing ever happened to me.
What about Randall and Lisa?
They're okay.
They actually remember them. You should actually remember
Number 8,
Lisa.
Bernadette's super long pregnancy.
We're gonna be parents? We're gonna get to board planes first.
It's a happy Valentine's Day in the Rostenkowski-Wolowitz home when Bernadette announces she's pregnant, but only to the injured rabbit she and Howard found in the hot tub.
We'll find another time to tell him I'm pregnant.
Now, fast forward to December when their bundle of joy enters the world. Hang on, that can't be right. If Bernadette knew she was knocked up in February, then we have to assume she's at least a month into her pregnancy. This would mean they conceived Hallie in January, and come December, it would mean she's been pregnant for 11 months. Now, we're no experts, but we're pretty sure that's too long to be pregnant. It must have been super uncomfortable as well. Poor Bernie.
That one.
Number 7, Penny's career path.
Do you have some sort of a job?
Oh, yeah. I'm a waitress at the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
When we first meet Penny, she's an actress/waitress struggling to make ends meet. Luckily, it's Bernadette to the rescue when she gets Penny an interview at her firm to be a pharmaceutical sales rep in season 8.
Well, as a waitress, sales was a big part of my job. I mean, believe me, I convinced a lot of very large customers who should not be eating cheesecake to have more cheesecake.
The only problem is, Penny has no qualifications or medical background. So
Yeah,
it's
stupid.
highly unlikely that the company would be willing to take a risk and hire her. Don't get us wrong, we're glad that Penny's luck changed. But was their boss so scared of Bernadette that he was willing to overlook all of this?
You're scared of Bernadette.
Yeah, kinda.
I thought it was just me.
Number 6, Raj talks in front of Penny. Raj's selective mutism was a running gag for
Oh
many
yeah, they
seasons,
probably
and
making
alcohol
mistakes
was
in
the
that one.
only temporary cure.
Maybe he was just drunk.
Talking to me?
Is there another Benny Hill?
However, in an early episode during which Howard is entertaining a lady, the others discuss how to proceed with game night without him.
Okay, fine. We'll just play one-on-one until he gets back.
Leonard jokes about splitting Raj in half. Raj fires a comeback, and it seems he's forgotten that Penny's there.
Well, the only way we can play teams at this point is if we cut Raj in half.
Oh, sure. Cut the foreigner in half. There's a billion more where he came from.
There's no alcohol around, and no one says a word about it, so either he's suddenly and temporarily gotten really comfortable
Because that's the
around
episode
her,
before
or
he
the
gets
writers
the alcohol.
momentarily forgot about his condition.
Unless in this series is in a chronological order, and episode 7 takes place after episode 8, which means he did drink alcohol before he came over. But whatever, I don't know.
If you guys need a fourth, I'll play.
Great idea.
We'll let you be the judge. Number 5, Howard couldn't have gone to space.
It's me, Sheldon.
Okay.
It's me. I'm going up in space. Technically, I'm an astronaut.
It was an exciting time for Howard when he was selected to go into space. We don't want to be a Sheldon about this, but in reality, it would never have happened.
I was gonna freshen up.
Yeah, Howard's. He just went to MIT.
For starters, he has too many health issues. But even if we put a pin in all that for now, there's also the fact that he barely made it through NASA's intense training, even getting his mother and fiance to come take care of him.
Surprise!
What are you doing here?
I'm here to help you get through this.
Despite all this, though, real-life NASA astronaut and Big Bang Theory guest star Mike Massimino praised the set's attention to accuracy during their characters' time in space. So at least there's that.
A quick question, I missed it in the briefing. How much urine do these suits hold?
Number 4, breaching the roommate agreement. We know that Sheldon is a stickler for the rules and loves a good
man.
contract.
You know, I'd love to do a video where I watch all the episodes, wrote, and most of the time I'd have a notepad, and each time the roommate agreement would pop up, I would write something down. So then at the end of the series, I would have a full roommate agreement, at least most of it, and I could share it with you all the rules and stuff like that. That would be insane, and maybe some other a little relationship agreement and stuff like that. But mainly the roommate agreement. That'd be an insane video.
So you'd think you'd do a better job at ensuring the roommate agreement is heeded to.
When you say non-related female, you still mean human, right?
Of course, pets are banned under the roommate agreement, with the exception of service animals, such as seeing eye dogs and one day cybernetically enhanced helper monkeys.
Both he and Leonard have actually broken the agreement, but these times have seemingly gone unnoticed. For instance, Leonard has had lady friends stay over without giving the 12 hours notice, which Sheldon never even mentions. And despite the contract saying no pets, with very limited exceptions, Sheldon himself adopts a clouder of cats.
Hey.
Come on, Sheldon!
Oh, no.
Leonard should follow the roommate agreement.
To have an eidetic memory, he
and
sure
abuse
forgets
Sheldon
things
for
when
this
it's convenient.
mishap.
Mom, what an unexpected pleasure.
My, that's a powerful smell.
Number 3, Sheldon's cat allergies. Staying with those cats for just a moment, early on in the series we find out that Sheldon is allergic to cats.
Oh, I hope that scratching post is for you.
I know what you're thinking. I've taken your asthma into account. There's a feline geneticist in San Diego who's developed the cutest little hypoallergenic calicos.
However, when Sheldon and Amy part ways in season 4, Sheldon decides to get a cat as his new companion. When he worries that his furry new friend will be lonely, he gets even more cats.
Aren't you gonna introduce us to your little friend?
Oh, my apologies, Raj, Howard. I'd like you to meet Dr. Robert Oppenheimer.
But there
Maybe
are
he
no
just lied.
symptoms of an allergy to be seen during this time. Not a sneeze or even a sniffly nose. This was clearly an oversight by the writers. But since those cats are just so darn cute, we'll let it slide.
Thank you, Amy. Here's your cat. And here's your $20.
Number 2, when did the elevator break?
Get in!
It was when Leonard first moved into
Fans
the building,
did get
right?
to see the elevator repaired by the end of the series, but what we still want to know is when exactly it broke in the first place. Leonard tells Penny about how it broke, dating it back to 2003.
You are so naive. Just like I was 7 years ago.
But in season 1, Leonard says in 2008 that it's been broken for 2 years, dating the break to 2006.
If we take the dish off, it might fit in the elevator.
Yes, but the elevator's been broken for 2 years.
Moreover, Howard is seen checking out the broken elevator as if he doesn't know how it broke, even though a flashback shows he was actually present and very much involved in the incident.
Give me that.
What'd you do that for? I had plenty of time.
I love Leonard's long hair.
You're welcome.
Very strange indeed. Number 1, Sheldon's spot.
Do you guys mind if I start?
Penny, that's where I sit.
As any Big Bang fan can tell you, no one but Sheldon is allowed to sit in Sheldon's spot. And if you dare to try, that's not a mistake you'd be likely to repeat. On some occasions, though, we do see some of the others sitting in the sacred spot, and conveniently, Sheldon doesn't say a word.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's Physics Bowl practice round. I'm Penny and I'll be your host because apparently I didn't have anything else to do on a Saturday afternoon, and isn't that just a little sad?
Now, we know Sheldon isn't the kind to let things slide. It also seems unlikely that Sheldon will quietly sit elsewhere if someone else just happens to be in his spot. After all, he did call eternal dibs, so this sounds like it might be a case of the writer's forgetful memories.
As a result, I've placed it in a state of eternal dibs.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, guys. I think all those Big Bang Theory plot holes are actually pretty interesting to do, and also came up with an idea for a future video. You know, with all the big roommate agreements, that will probably take another like a year to make. Okay, no, just kidding. It took me like a month to do the video, probably just watching the whole series again. But I have just watched the whole series again for the second time, so we're not going to do it anytime soon. But whatever, guys. Actually, I have my own plot hole to say. In the episode where Penny starts playing video games, season 2, episode 3, she says that she's been in LA for 2 years, but it's at the beginning of season 2, so she should technically only be in LA for 1 year. So that's my plot hole, and I'm run out of storage. Okay, see you guys next time. Goodbye.